What's up, YouTube? It's your Eric Santiago, the creator of Hidden Fit Secrets. And today, real quick, I just want to talk to you guys about, being needy. All right. It's one of my pet peeves just in general, not even as a health and fitness expert. It's kind of dark. Can I turn this light on? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that really grinds my gears, on my Family Guy Peter Griffin status. Like people who are really, really needy. I need this. I need someone to support me. I need love. I need someone to care about my feelings. Yada, 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 yada. Listen, there's really nothing wrong with any of those things, but this is my issue that comes with it. People who are very, very needy, I tell them, so if you don't get this, right? If you don't get your need, then what? What do you mean, then what? I'm like, so, if nobody's paying you attention, then what? Like, that'd be my thing with needy people, like the then what? Or so you need all these things. So what happens if you don't get it? Like, do you have a backup plan? You get what I'm saying? Like, are you able to account for this? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, how are you gonna act? And I never really get a concrete answer at all to no answer. And and the reason why a lot of them don't have an answer is because they need an outside source to pretty much give them that boost. You get what I'm saying? To give them that confidence, to make them feel like they matter, I guess, because they can't do it on their own. And that's an issue for me, right? Even in my profession as a health and fitness professional, right? I do my best that when I'm training my clients, I teach them. I tell my clients, yo, I don't want you to use me as a crutch. All right. I want you to use these sessions to help achieve your goal and learn something, so you don't need me. You just use me as a resource and a reference, but you don't just rely solely on me. Because what people do is they don't want to do the research or the work on their own. So that's why I understand why they hire a personal trainer. But before you hire a personal trainer, all personal trainers are good. Okay, so if you're one of those people who think, oh, well, I'm not going to do the research for me and stuff like that, I'm not going to do any of that, and I'm just going to let the personal trainer do that, you could possibly be wasting your time, because you probably could have got a lot more of effective answer or results on your own. All right, so yes, you should do your overall own research, right? Because like I said, excuse me, not all health professionals are good. And if you're just one of those people who are just going to pay someone, it could be an overall waste of money. And then the people who do think like that, right, you are now putting that crutch and neediness on the trainer, meaning now you need the trainer in order to work out and stay active. Because if the trainer doesn't tell you, if the trainer doesn't follow up with you, right, if the trainer doesn't follow up with you or make the program for you, right, you're not going to do it. And I'm like, I never really understood that, especially if you need help, right? And if you come with a goal, right? Maybe it's just the athlete in me, but it's so let's say something happened, right? Because, trainers were human. Let's say something happened and we had to reschedule, right? You know how many times I would have clients, I would hit them up, because I hit people up early in advance, because that last minute of hitting people, just a different tangent, but that last minute of hitting people up is really, really rude and disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? An hour to 2 hours ago, you knew if you was going to be late or not showing up. Hitting someone 15 minutes, 10 minutes before you're supposed to meet up with them is very, very rude, right? But yeah, I would pretty much let clients know, hey, we can't meet up today. Well, you should go to the gym and still do X, Y, and Z. They're like, oh, now, we'll just meet on next session. And I'm like, so we meet only one time out the week as it is. You're going to wait a whole week to meet with me? So then I give them the benefit of the doubt. And, well, maybe they did something. So then when we meet next week, I ask them, oh, so what you did last week? And then now they're reaching. Oh, it was busy. I was a little busy. I did come to the gym. I did a little bit of cardio on the machine. Mm-hmm. Everybody does a little bit of cardio on the machine. Yeah, whatever. No, you didn't go to the gym. It's because I didn't tell you to go to the gym. And that bothers me, because it's yo, I shouldn't have to always tell you. If you something, you have to internally want this as well. Stop putting that well, I need you to help me and do this. Listen, I understand that, but you also have to help me help you. Okay, try, help yourself, so then I can also further to help you, because I'm not going home with you. You get what I'm saying? I'm not around you when you're eating. I'm not gonna always be like, let's say you decide to go to the gym on your own. I teach you and I create programs so when you do go to the gym on your own, you have a reference and something to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand sometimes people could be a little intimidated, especially if they're new to health and fitness. I understand that. But don't be so reliant and dependent on a trainer or on an app or on just like this one overall program. And then if something happens to these programs, these apps or the trainers, and you just don't do anything, that's what I mean by being needy. You get what I'm saying? Like, you need these things in order to achieve a certain kind of goal. Because if you don't have these needs, you won't achieve that goal. And it should not be that way. It really should not be that way. All right. People who have like low self-esteem, right? I understand that, you may not have gotten told, all the positive affirmations growing up. You get what I'm saying? You may not have gotten all the attention growing up. And I understand, because I used to study psychology in college, how that can overall affect the brain. I've been in certain situations myself where I was in feeling that type of way. But how I got over it was, instead of sitting there just feeling sorry for myself, I decided to do something about it. All right. Understand the brain searches for negativity so it could protect itself from there. Right. So when you start feeling depressed and you start feeling bad about yourself, you know what I'm saying? Your brain like lights up, like that highlights, because it's like, I gotta kind of protect myself from that. So it's kind of like an oxymoron, because then you continue to kind of like feel this way because you kind of highlighted the thought already, right? If that makes any sense. If it doesn't make sense, just understand like that's the brain, and it does do things because it wants to protect you from certain types of trauma, X, Y, and Z. But that's why you have to have a positive overall mindset. You get what I'm saying? Because if you keep thinking that way, it's like a freaking splinter in your head, and it's going to be in there, and it's going to annoy you and annoy you and annoy you. All right. I bet you if you ask someone, name 5 things that they don't like about themselves, they could probably tell you that off the bat. Ask them 5 things that they like about themselves. I guarantee you they're probably going to have to think about it. Isn't that so weird? You know what I'm saying? We got a list of things we don't like about ourselves, but we got to work a little bit hard. We got to think a little bit harder to find out what it is that we do like about ourselves. Like, why is that? Like, it's so freaking backwards. Why can't it be like, oh, well, I love myself. These are things, da, 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 da. And then it's like, oh, what don't you like about yourself? And like, oh, yeah, I could work on these things here and there, but it shouldn't be like this long, long list of negativity and this short list of positivity. It should not be like that. You know what I'm saying? Life does a good job at kicking our ass as it is. All right. You don't have to keep adding that insult to your overall injury. All right. You just don't have to keep doing that. All right. Another thing with like the neediness and confidence building is because people who may not like get certain types of support. And if they don't get the support, it kind of hinders them when it comes to making kinds of moves. And that shouldn't happen. Listen, any outside support system is great. But if the support system doesn't come from in here first, internally, if you can't support yourself, what does it matter? Like, really, really, what does it matter? And like, I'm very, very, passionate about this, is because like, I want people to really, really think a lot better of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if people want to call you cocky, people want to call you arrogant, they're only calling you cocky and arrogant is because they probably can't understand why you have so much confidence in yourself. All right. When you have confidence in yourself, it's far-fetched to a lot of people. And the best way they could deem you, or they could like categorize you in a form that they can understand, is calling you cocky and arrogant. Oh, well, he talks like I'm the greatest, I'm dope, I look so good, this, that, and the third. You know what? He's just cocky, he's just arrogant. And then it makes them feel better because cocky and arrogant have these negative stigmas. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to be an asshole or a player or a jerk because you're so full of yourself. Nah. You get what I'm saying? This person just believes in themselves and they have confidence in themselves. All right. But since it's so far-fetched, You get what I'm saying? Nobody could understand, like, oh, this is what confidence looks like. No, this can't be confidence. This is just him being cocky. This is just being arrogant. You're cocky. You're arrogant. You shouldn't be like that. And now my feelings of my weak ass is secured, because it's like when you see someone being confident, you get what I'm saying? Party was just like, damn, like, they're really bold for just acting and being that way. You kind of have to respect it to a certain extent, whether you agree with it or not. It takes a lot of strength, you get what I'm saying, and confidence to feel this way. You get what I'm saying? And then not only feel this way, but to project that. You get what I'm saying? Like when you walk, when you talk, how you move, it is projected that way. All right, that's bold. People are scary, super scary. People don't take risks. People don't take chances. People are fucking scary. All right. So if you're not scary, you get what I'm saying? It's far-fetched. You get what I'm saying? They don't know what to do with that. They gotta label you as X, Y, and Z. That's just that needy mentality shit. Okay. I need to live, right? Because I don't want to see this and then it be reflected. And then I'm looking at a reflection, or it's being projected that, damn, like I can't be this way. You know what I'm saying? This person walks around like thinking he's the shit. I walk around thinking like, I'm lower than shit. You know what I'm saying? It's two different mentalities. You know what I'm saying? It's two different thought processes. So, I just wanted to go on that rant real quick. Guys, I want you all to try this before I go. All right. And this worked for me. One, stop giving a fuck. All right. Stop giving a fuck about what people think and what people think of you. All right. Everybody's going to have an opinion. They're like assholes. All right. Everybody has an asshole. Everybody has a goddamn opinion. All right. You can't change that. All right. You can't change that. Two, since you can't change that, you need to allow people to be who they are. Okay. You need to also allow you to be who you are. And you have to accept people for that. And you have to accept yourself for that. Okay. Three, positive affirmations. All right. I want you guys to get like a index card if you can, a flash card, notebook, whatever. And I want you guys to write 5 to 10 positive things about yourself. We're not even thinking about the negativity. And even if you have to reach and create some shit up, okay? 5 to 10 positive things. And I want you to read those things out loud on a daily basis. I'm telling you, it helps. And last, this was one of my personal favorites. Was it a bit extreme? Was it me being a little bit extra and cocky? Yeah, so what? But whatever. When I was a sophomore in college, in my dorm, on my mirror, I had like a mirror, I had like a sink, and then it was right by the door. It was really weird. Like you had like a sink and a mirror, but then you had to like go into like a shower closet, but whatever. And the mirror and the door. So it was like, as I get ready and I gotta go to the mirror to do, my face, hair, all that stuff. I had these Post-its on the outline of the mirror. And the post is read, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the dopest of them all? And then I will look in the mirror and the reflection will be me. And at the bottom, it would say, smooth, you are. And I would see that every day. Every day. It's to train your subconscious. You get what I'm saying? It's really, really to train your subconscious. You see this every single day, whether you say it out loud, whether you read it out, you read it out loud, now you read it in your head. You're seeing this every single day. You're training yourself to feel a certain kind of way about yourself. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the dopest of them all? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most beautiful, most handsome, whatever of them all? You get what I'm saying? You see this every day. I want you to try something like that. All right. I'm telling you, you could put like, a little poster on the door. I also used to put stuff on my door as well, because obviously, I got to use the door to get out. Place these things in places that you're going to see frequently. It's very, very important. When you see these things, you're going to literally trick yourself into having more confidence in yourself. All right, guys. I hope you found this helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, I'll be going live a little bit more, and I'm also doing like webinars on Zoom. I'll be talking about, health, fitness, diet, exercise, my overall point of views and philosophies on things, and, just different ways to help you, not only in just health and fitness, but life in general. All right, team, I'm not here to get nobody, but to assist. My end goal is always the longevity of life. And I also take the everyday person and I train them to turn them into athletes. That's why I make sure I build confidence, because playing sports and being an athlete built my confidence. And I just want to share that with everybody else. Much love. Peace.